Good morning. So it's time for our first ever solo travel vlog. Today we're going to Vilnius in Lithuania. It is 4:45 a.m. Got a short drive over to Bedford train station where we'll catch a train straight into Luton Airport. So let's get going. To leave Bedford, leaving in a couple of minutes. Takes about 20 minutes or so, get us into Luton Airport Parkway, straight into the airport, and then leave us a couple of hours before we take off at 7:45. It's very early. I only had about an hour's sleep last night. A little bit excited, a little bit nervous, extremely tired, so tired. So we'll see how we hold up throughout the day. Lots of coffee when we get to the airport, and hopefully no delays. So we'll see you at the airport. So I didn't realise now you've got to get a like a shuttle train from the train station to the airport for £4.90. Bargain. So nice surprise, but here we go.
Service, charity scratch cards, and lastly the duty-free perfumes, cosmetics, cigarettes, tobacco and alcohol. We'd like to remind you that our flights are now cashless. Please sit down. Sir, please sit down.
Cold but not too cold. Nice fresh morning. Sun's out. Let's get into the city. So it all starts here then. Nice flight in with Ryanair today. It's supposed to be about 2 hours 20 minutes. Took about 2 hours 10. Then I was about 10 minutes through the airport, no problem, straight onto the bus, which took about 25 minutes to get into the centre. Not quite time to check into a hotel or anything like that, so straight into it, only here for 24 hours, arrived about 12:30-ish, and I've got to be back at the airport for 12:30 tomorrow, so an exact 24 hours in Vilnius. So we're heading straight to the first port of call, which is going to be a museum, which is about a 5-minute walk down this road. See that down by the river? You can just about see the castle up on the top of the hill over there. So I'm going to go check out this first museum, see what it's like. Slight change of plan. It was going to be a trip somewhere else first, but the tour times didn't suit when I was getting into the city, so I've moved that till later on this afternoon. And then the tour that I wanted to do was actually sold out. All the other tours were fine, but the one I wanted to do, the time I wanted, was actually sold out. So never mind, we'll do that a bit later. But it's really nice here. It's a bit cold, it's about 3 degrees. Just like a sort of chilly winter's morning. It's very bright though, sun's out. So we'll take a walk down here, check out this museum. So I made good time. I didn't plan on, or I sort of worked out that I'd roughly be leaving the airport at 1:15. I've actually arrived at the first port of call, the first visit. Made some really good time, which will help me out later on today. So we're going to check out the Electronic and Tech Museum. Looked pretty cool on the internet. So I've made a bit of a difference from checking out a lot of the churches and cathedrals that a lot of people do when they come to Vilnius. So we'll go and check it out. Not sure if I can film in here, but we'll soon find out. You can actually make this shit up. It's fucking closed. Fuck's sake. So it's actually closed on the 14th and 15th. Fucking brilliant. Okay, fine. So we'll go off. Great start. First ever travel video, first ever museum, and it's closed. Well, there was nothing about that on the internet, on the website. So, okay, nothing much we could do about that. So what we will do is we'll go and do a couple of bits I was going to do first thing tomorrow morning, which was check out, I think it's Gediminas Castle, I think it's pronounced, up on the hill there. So we'll go and check that out now, and then we'll just move on to the Cathedral Square. So I was going to pick those 2 items up tomorrow morning, but we'll do that now. Then we can go to the hotel. Then we can go to the. So I've got booked for this evening. I've actually booked and paid for. So yeah, we'll take a wander over the road and check out the old castle. I'm telling you now, that place is getting a 1-star TripAdvisor review. Fuck that place. I could have got off the bus a lot earlier. Oh well. All good fun, all part of it. Very picturesque here. So we've got the castle up on the hill, just over there. So we'll go and check that out, and then you can just about see the cathedral spire sticking out over there, Cathedral Square. It's kind of the main part in Vilnius Old Town, so we're going to check that out next, see how we get on. So we've just got to figure out how to actually get up to the tower. If I turn the camera around, you can see there's that lift. There's a name for it, I can't think what it is. There's that lift. You can pay to go up in the lift. Wish me luck. This will certainly wake me up. You can't see how steep that actually is. This will get the blood pumping. Hopefully worth it for the view at the top. Shit, walking on this cobble as well. Fucking hell. See if I can make it to the top without breaking my ankle. Fucking hell. Like that. That knocked the wind out of me. I always have like cobblestones on a massive hill like that. Why don't I just tarmac it? But yeah, absolutely wrecked myself getting to the top of these stairs, but worth it when you see the view. Definitely worth the trek up. The castle's literally right behind me. We'll just walk up to that, top bit up there in a minute. But yeah, knackering walking up here. I'll definitely get that lift. If you're coming out, take the lift, trust me. I think it's €3 for a return up and down trip in that lift, so definitely take that. So that's the cathedral there. You can see that, so we'll go down there next. So we got off the bus right over there. And if you see that blue building, and then we walked down the river, and we was down there by that white billboard. That's where that museum was, where them white containers are. That's where it's closed. across the bridge and then down and round and up those stairs. Killer. But we'll take a walk up to the very top. But yeah, it's just beautiful up here, really nice. That's the actual tower itself. I'll get that in. Yeah, definitely worth coming up here. Free attraction. Just a bit tiring getting down the stairs. Definitely take the lift. But worth it for the views. Just snap off some nice pictures up here as well. And then we'll attempt the walk back down. Hopefully it won't be quite as tiring as the climb up. So we'll attempt the walk down and take a trip down to the Cathedral Square. One thing I will say is, on the when you're crossing the roads, they've got little like crossings everywhere, but they take an absolute age to change. So if you're out here and you can see them in the distance on green, run for it, because they take forever to change. There we go. Let's attempt these stairs back down. See if I can get there down without breaking my ankle. The first little bit's wooden steps. They put a wooden staircase in. After that, it's just all the cobblestone. So we'll trek down and then we'll make our way around to the Cathedral Square. Thank you. That's what we're looking at. Not too bad coming down. There's them cobbles down there that finish you off. Let's get on with it. Shut up. That's the main Cathedral Square. So now just on this main street. I can't think what it's called. And the main streets leads up to the hotel. There's some shops and cafes and bars. So gonna have a little wander up here towards where I'm staying, just so I can ditch this bag I've been hauling about all day. But so far, really impressed. Lovely city. There's no traffic up here. Strange. I wonder if it's perhaps closed off in the daytime. Everyone seems to be walking in the street, so might join them. There's some better footage. There you go. So far, really enjoying it. I'm trying to get something to eat, just a quick snack, maybe a drink, and yeah, on to the next attraction. So stopping at the Novotel whilst I'm here, just for one night. It's right back. It's just literally 3 or 4 minute walk up from that Cathedral Square, so it's kind of right in the middle, and it's a good price as well. At the end of the video, I'll give you the breakdown of what everything's cost. So just going to pop in here now to see if I can get checked in early. I just want to ditch this bag and then maybe go and grab something to eat. No joy on the early check-in, definitely 3 PM check-in, but I was able to check my bag, which is good. I did have to pay the city tourist tax as well, which was €2, which was nice. So just going to go and explore for an hour or so, then go and check in. Then I'll go to something I've got booked for this evening, and then we'll get some dinner on the way back. So let's go for a wander up this nice cobble street. It's literally just around the corner from my hotel. It's really tidy here, really clean city, and there's no rubbish, no litter, no graffiti. It's really nice. Some nice bars up here. God only knows what they cost. We might have to check them out. See how we get on. Cheers. stopped off at a place called Piano Man. A bit like an Irish bar, I think. It's not very busy. But I thought I'd grab a pint, have a beer after a long day travelling, and I'll have a quick wander around some of these side streets, check the room, and then I'm going to Vilnius prison tonight, like an old prison to explore. Now, fortunately, found out last night you can't actually film or take photos in there, but it's the thing I was looking forward to doing the most. So I'm still going to go. I've booked the tour. It's about an hour and a half or so, and it's about a 20-minute walk further up the main road from where I'm staying. So we're going to go and check that out. I booked in for 3:30, and then on the way back I'll stop in. I've seen an American bar. I want to pop in there, grab another drink, have something to eat, have some dinner, just mooch around, probably a couple of bars, see what it's like in the evening, and then go and get some rest, ready for a bit more exploring tomorrow. Got a couple of things booked for tomorrow we'll go and check out, but so far so good. Loving the first trip, and we'll see what the old prison holds for us a bit later on. I'll show you my view from here. It's nothing special, just on this little side street, these little outdoor tables. And I come from down that way. Thank you. Thank you. On the move. Checking in about 10 minutes. We'll take a little wander down to the end of the street. That's where I was, in there. Quite a nice little bar. There goes a couple of people in there. I don't know what it's like later on in the evening. But I did look online. A lot of these bars stay open until like 3-4 in the morning. So we're walking back through here later on tonight. So we'll see what the atmosphere is like on a Saturday night in Vilnius. Another nice little bar here. Check this place out later. So it's nice. I tell you what, there's a lot of coffee shops. I must have seen 20 coffee shops easily since I've walked up from around that cathedral area. Lots and lots of coffee shops. So the bus I got from the airport, so it's quite good. Come out the airport, get on the bus, tap your card. It's like €1 for 1 hour on the bus. And it should have dropped me about at that museum that was closed, but unfortunately AI online didn't really do me any favours there, because I was on the wrong bridge, but it was only a short little walk over, so it wasn't too bad in the end. So good bus system from the airport, took about 25 minutes, and it was only €1. Happy with that. It's €5.50 for that Peroni in that last bar, which is not too bad at all. A bit cheaper than back home. We'll take that. So plan is just to pop back to the hotel, get checked in, so I can get in my room properly, dump my bag. Then we're going to walk up to this prison, which takes 20 minutes according to Google Maps. A little 20-minute walk, that'd be good, so we can film along the way. Check that out, can't film in there, we know that, and then a walk back, probably in the dark. Be interesting. And then we'll check out a couple of bars, get some dinner, and that'll be that for day one. So we'll see how we get on. So what we're going to do is just going to grab a quick burger just to keep me going till I have something to eat later on. It's got a half-hour walk in a bit, and 2-hour tour, hour and a half to 2 hour tour around the prison. So just going to grab a quick burger, just keep me going, and we'll see what a Lithuanian McDonald's is like. I'm running a bit late for this prison. Fucking hell. They messed up my room weren't ready. So they upgraded me to a better room, which is fine. I had to wait for them to sort it out. Fucking hell. Now I'm like speed march into this prison, so I think I'm definitely going to be late, so we'll see what happens when we get there. And so I was walking in a sketchy area or anything, but you know, when you're running late, it's some back alleys. Hopefully don't get mugged. Almost there. Flipping heck. The sun's blinding me. This is the old prison. Booked on for a 3:30 tour, it's now 3:31. I'm just going to walk down this road to the entrance. Hopefully I can still get in. It's sketchy around here, but seems alright. Can't film in here, so see you when I get out. Okay, so just finished the tour of the prison. That was really, really good. I was gutted I couldn't film in there, but I did manage to get quite a few good pictures in there. So I'll pop them in to the video so you can have a look. It's a really, really good tour. It lasted about, I'd say about an hour and 40 minutes. But really good tour guides. Got to see so much, and yeah, just a really good tour. Definitely worth doing. I think I paid 22 euros for that. In England, easily that would have been 40-50 quid easily. But really good. But finished that now, so now walking back into the main centre. It's really cold. It's 1 degrees now, and obviously you know, it's a lot darker. So just walking back through this like little park area, back onto that main road up ahead, which takes you down to the Cathedral Square. And we'll see what we find along the way. I might stop and have a drink. Start thinking about what I'm going to have to eat tonight, and then it'll be an early start tomorrow. Squeeze a bit in before we go back. But where I've just walked from, sort of over in this sort of, because it starts to become a little bit residential with lots of alleyways and stuff. It felt a little bit sketchy, but actually it was absolutely fine. Passed a few people, no one said anything, so I feel quite safe walking around at night. So really nice atmosphere. Everyone's friendly on the prison tour, although there was quite a few people that, let's say, like to ask too many questions. You know, when at each stop they give you a chance to ask questions, and you don't mind one or two, but there's certain people from certain countries that just want to shut the fuck up and just keep asking questions. More often than not about like parts of the prison we weren't even in. It really started to grate after a while, but it is what it is. It was a really good tour, definitely recommend it, and yeah, we'll get walking back down into the main centre. I've just been in here, which is Uncle Sam's American Bar. I kind of looked it up online before I come over and thought, oh, that might be quite cool. So I'll pop in there, and there was it's fairly busy-ish. There's a couple of guys sat at the bar talking to the barman. Fuck me, he must have stood there for about 6 or 7 minutes. He saw me standing there before he finally came over. I was like, yes. They had quite a few beers on tap. Most of them I didn't recognise, but there was some. There was like Kronenberg and Carlsberg and Estrella. So I said, "I'll just take an Estrella, please, mate." He's like, "We haven't got it." I was like, "Okay, you know what? Fucking leave it." Oh, mate, honestly, when it comes to customer service, I'm just stood there for 6 or 7 minutes. He's just having a chat, and I'm just stood there looking like a knob. Nah, I'll leave it. We'll find somewhere else. nice. He was pretty good, wasn't he? So now that barman's pissed me off, I've got nowhere to go now. So I'm just wandering down towards the cathedral, see what I can find down this end of the town. It does seem really, really late, but it's like 5:45 in the evening. So it seems late, I think, just because I've had such a long day. Walked a long way as well. But we'll carry on walking, see what we can find. I do like that they've shut off this main road down. You can just walk freely in the middle of the road. Very handy. So I did a little loop of this square thing here, see if I can spot anything interesting. So nice, this city. Very clean, there's no litter anywhere. You know, they don't have a homeless problem that I can see. There's no gangs of kids walking around in balaclavas. There's no kids flying around on those electric bikes. Just nice. No one stares at you, and you know, no bad attitudes anywhere. It's just really nice. So yeah, really enjoying the trip. Hopefully I can find somewhere to have a beer or two and maybe something to eat just to round off the evening. We'll see what we can find. I mean, I must have walked past probably 20 beautiful looking restaurants, but I'm not here to spend a fortune. The idea is to do these 24-hour trips around Europe without spending too much money. The idea is, and what I'm aiming for, is try and keep it around the £200 mark all in for the whole entire trip. And at the end of the video I'll give you a full breakdown of the costs in case anyone else fancies doing something like this. Obviously I'm no professional, far from it. It's just something I wanted to do and just thought I'd film it as I go. Why not? Right, let me see if I can find a pub. Morning. It is 8:10 on the Sunday morning, and it is -4. Luckily, remembered to chuck in the old woolly hat. Didn't check when I booked the trip. I checked everything, but the only thing I didn't check was the temperature. There you go. So, but luckily I did check it before I left. So woolly hats on, hoodies on, and nice and warm. So I'm going to go grab a coffee and then take a walk down through Cathedral Square to the first area I'm going to visit this morning. So we'll get that coffee and see how we get on. I know. So what this guy's doing is skidding about all over the place. Dickhead. You know. Fucking hell, the crossing's green, but it's so icy and slippy I don't want to run. It will make it. Oh no, now it's flashing. Oh, you bastard. As I said last night, these crossings, they take forever to change if you miss them. Oh, stood for what feels like an eternity. Main tower. It's cold. Oh, let's put the camera down in a minute. Just put my hands in my pockets to thaw them out a little bit. It is fresh. See these guys here installing what I would think would be a Christmas tree. Looking at that stand, there's a few guys in the centre putting up lights and stuff. They go quite big here on all their Christmas decorations and lights and Christmas markets and stuff. That comes more towards the back end of November, so I've missed that, but I can't imagine what the temperature would be like at that time. So now we're in a part of Vilnius called Uzupis, I think it's called. My pronunciation's all over the place, but it's like a whole separate area where the locals kind of made their own sort of small town with their own currency, their own flag and their own constitution. So just going to go for a quick wander down into Uzupis, see what that's all about. Quite cool, and this is the main bridge in. Oh, lovely, look at that ice. It's very quiet. Nowhere's open yet. That's the problem when you're doing 24 hours in a country. You can't lie in, you need to get up early and make the most of the time that you've got. So it's currently just gone 9 o'clock. So I have to be at the airport for 12:30. There's a little bakery here. So this is the constitution that the locals have drawn up. So there's 41 of them. Everyone shall remember their name. Everyone has the right to be afraid. Do not defeat, do not surrender. Everyone has the right to hot water heating in winter and a tiled roof. Very cool. Oh, what's this? A cat is not obliged to love its owner, but must help it in time of need. A dog has the right to be a dog. Very cool. So we'll take a walk through the back end of Uzupis, and we're going to go to the Museum of Illusions. I think there's 2 or 3 of these dotted around the world, so I thought that might be quite a cool place to have a look round. Will be one of the last places we go today if we head back. It's so peaceful, and there's barely anyone around. There's a lot of people jogging, a lot of runners, I don't know why you'd want to do it in this icy cold weather, but there you go. Still, these padlocks that people have put on the bridge. I've got to go up there. As if I didn't climb enough steps yesterday. Oh well. So out of shape. So it's about 12-13 minute walk to the Museum of Illusions. Probably a little bit early, so I might grab another coffee on the way through. And I'll show you where we are. At the top of those steps. And great news, got some more to climb as well. You can see there. If I work out how to use the camera, that would be great. So you can see just up there, if I can zoom in, the castle up on the top of the hill there, Genemina's castle. Well, it was when we started the trip yesterday. So yeah. Whew. Started to get my steps in, but it's just a really nice city just to walk around. Like, I don't feel like I have to go places. Yeah, I'm going to go to this museum place in a minute, but I didn't load this trip excuse me, with loads of places I've got to be, and you know, running between different places, trying to get as much in as possible. Just wanting to fit in 2 or 3 places that weren't overly expensive and just have a walk around, really. Just explore and see what it's like, and it's not disappointed really. I'd happily come back here again. Oh, no more steps, thank God. I'll tell you what, if you're in England, you wouldn't be allowed to have all this all open. The health and safety would have a field day up here. Literally one false step, or if you had a few beers coming along here, you'd know about it if you went over the edge. You definitely wouldn't be stopping yourself. Nice little square. Starting to see a few more people about now. Shops and cafes just starting to open up. Just come from that back street there, which was interesting. So I found one of these portal things, I think they call them, where they have cameras set up around the world, and this one's in England. Of all places. When I got here, it was an island. There's quite a few people walking past and waving, but when someone got the camera out, it changed to London. Look, no one, and it looks just as wet and cold and miserable as it was when I left. I've seen these on the internet around the world. I think I've got like one in New York, etc. Most cities will have one of these. Looks like they're in Ireland. We'll give them a wave. I wonder if this guy's going to come up. I wonder if he's going to look. No. See, miserable English people. Pretty cool. Some like market square type things. Lots of these town square type things dotted around everywhere. Some big important looking building there. So the place where we're going is just up around that corner, so I just stopped, picked up an orange juice. So just having a rest for a minute. Having a wander around, a little bit early to go in this place, so just exploring the local area. So it's about 5 to 10. This place opens at 10, so we'll go and check out this Museum of Illusions, see what that's like. Hopefully we can film in there, maybe take some pictures. Then it'll be pretty much time to head off, but we'll see how we get on. Don't know how long it takes to get around in there, so we'll have a look. It's warmed up slightly. It's about -2 now. Still freezing. But it's a nice walking weather, apart from my hands being freezing. left the Museum of Illusions. It was really good, really enjoyed that. It's about 11 o'clock, so I was in there for about an hour. It was €14 to get in, so about £12.50 roughly, but really good. The staff there were excellent. Every time you stopped at one of the exhibits, one of the things to have a look at, they sort of came over and explained how it worked, and really friendly. You could film in there, you could take photos, you could touch all the exhibits and stuff, so really good. Definitely recommend going. I would say try and get there first thing like I did, so you're not waiting for people to have a go on things. You can just walk around and you're not just stood there queuing at each thing. So get there early, definitely, because when I went in there was one family in front of me, but I'll say when I left it was very busy. So definitely worth checking out. So just going to wander around for a bit now. Going to walk, explore a little bit, and then walk to the train station. It's about a 15-minute walk to the train station, and then I'll be able to get a train straight into the airport. Sketchy around here. Checked in online already for the flight. I don't pay for where you choose your seat or anything like that. I just wanted to get here the cheapest possible way. So you can check in online now, Ryanair. You have to have the app to get your boarding pass and stuff, so no problem. You can check in up to 24 hours before the flight, and you need to be checked in 2 hours is the cut-off before. If you miss that, you have to pay £55, so it's fine. So the longer you leave it, the better chance you have of getting a better seat, because they allocate the crap ones first. So yesterday, did it just before I left home, which I think was about 3 hours before the flight. There's only 3 seats left and I got the window seat, which was a right result. And then this morning I did it just before I left the hotel room, so a good 6 hours before the flight, and I looked and there was probably about 10 seats left, 10-12 seats left. There's a couple of windows, a couple of aisles, and the rest were all middle seats. So I thought, okay, so it's going to be a middle seat, it's fine. It's only just over 2 hour flight, and got another window seat, so we'll take that. So you can't see because the fucking bus has got in the way. Bus has got in the way. I'm going to show you a lovely shot of the railway station, but the bus has blocked it. So now we've got to wait about 14 days to cross the road. And we're heading up there. I can't quite see because the sun's blinding me, but hopefully that's zoomed in on the some sort of station. Okay, we're off. lights on this one straight over. Lots of construction going on. I think I weirded that guy out. That old fella heard me talking to the camera, stopped, stared, and now he's just stopped, jumped to one side and carried on staring at me. Okay, no idea. Tried to use the machine, that didn't work. Tried to ask the lady, she said downstairs pay on train, so we'll give that a go. But I have just seen a little sticker on the floor, picture of a plane, so that's probably the right way. It's at platform 4, so we'll give that a go. Follow the plane signs. I like it. Literally the only one here. I'm sure it's at 12 o'clock. I thought they run all the time, but well, they do, but I thought it's like an every 5 minutes sort of thing, but looks like it's probably every half an hour. Where that guy's come from. Okay, let's have a look at the board. Yeah, Vilnius airport. 12 o'clock. So I've got 21 minutes. I think it literally only takes 2 or 3 minutes to get there, so I need to be there. Well, they say 2 hours before, don't they? But then it only takes 5 minutes to get through security, and then you just sit around for 2 hours, so. Can I just walk across the tracks? He literally just walked across the tracks. Fucking hell, man. Okay. He was literally in that bin over there. Walked over the tracks to that bin. Okay. Just got off the train. It's literally 3 or 4 minutes, and it was 80 cents, is it? Not even €1. So now, just got to walk around to the main terminal. Here we are at the airport where we set off 24 hours ago. Now, man, fuck, walk sideways. So it's only a small airport, but no doubt our flight will be at the gate the furthest away. I think this main building, looking down there, is a building that says departures, so I'm guessing that's probably me. And this main building here is where I came out of when I arrived yesterday. Just like that, 24 hours done. So heading down to this building, looks like a new building as well. Need to get through security and get this hoodie off. I've already ditched the woolly hat because that flight over was warm, as I'm sure the airport will be as well, and it won't be nowhere near as cold as this when we get home. So I'll be sweating, so we'll ditch the hoodie. Grab a coffee and quick bite to eat whilst we wait for the flight. It smells lovely in here. Wow. Definitely a new building, I think. It smells so good in here. Cool. We'll get through security and see you on the other side. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed that, but what did it all cost? My first ever solo trip. Did plenty of research, tried to save money where I could, and set out with a bit of a goal of trying to keep it under the £200 mark. So first of all, booked the flights on Ryanair. I was a bit new to this in terms of their the way they do their pricing. It changes almost daily. Obviously, the more in advance you do it, the better the price. But I looked one day it was a certain price, looked the next day it had gone up, so panicked and booked. But if I'd have waited over the next week or so, it did drop down. So paid £78.24 for the flights. The lowest I saw them was at 62 for return, flying from Luton Airport direct into Vilnius. Next was the hotel. Booked this through Expedia. Just set some search criteria. Needed for obviously Vilnius, wanted to be right in the centre with a certain review number on them. I didn't want to stay in a hostel or anything like that, so I booked that through Expedia at a cost of, it was actually about £55, but I had some vouchers, some points vouchers on Expedia, so I used those. So got that for £34.53. That was the Novotel. It was really nice. Next up was the train from Bedford Station into Luton Airport Parkway. It's about a half-hour train journey, and that was a £20.39 return. Obviously leaving on a Saturday morning, returning Sunday afternoon. It's all off peak, so you can pretty much travel on any train you want. That was nice and easy. Parking at Bedford train station was £7.40, £3.70 for each 24 hours. When you're parking at the weekend, it's quite cheap to park at the weekends at train stations, if you didn't know. So that was £7.40. And then the dark train, so from Luton Airport Parkway to the airport. I didn't know about this, I don't know why, but I thought the Luton Airport Parkway was literally at the airport. It wasn't quite. It was that 5-minute dark train journey, and that was £9.80 for the return. The prison was £19.39. I booked this online prior to setting off from my house using my Revolut card, so did the payment online in euros, and it came out £19.39 sterling. The Museum of Illusions, I paid on the door. That was £12.32. I think it was 14 euros, so £12.32. Transport was just the bus from the airport into town, which took about 25 minutes. That was, I think, was about £1.20, and then the train at the end of the video there from Vilnius into the airport was about 60p. The tourist tax I paid at the hotel on arrival, that was £1.76, and then food and drink for the whole entire trip was £46.15. Didn't want to sit down at an expensive restaurant, which they mostly had, so it was pretty much a McDonald's trip. Plus a coffee and a panini at Vilnius Airport, which was £10 alone, then some bottles of water, orange juice, etc. throughout the trip. So snacks, food, drink for total, including airport food and drink, was £46.15, which gave me a grand total of £232.32. So very good, I thought. Could it have been cheaper? Yes, I could have driven direct to Luton Airport, saved probably about 20 quid there. I could have taken a slightly lower priced hotel, and I could have got those flights at least £10-15 cheaper. So you could probably do that trip for sort of 160, 170, no problem if you wanted to, but I think I got a nice balance there, and overall a really good trip. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Please leave a message on the channel, let me know what you think, give me some feedback for the next video, what you liked, what you didn't like. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, that'd be really good. As a new YouTuber, that would be good to have a subscription there, and also follow my socials as well. The next one's coming up in 2026, and thanks once again for watching, and I'll leave you with a few photos from the trip. See you on the next one.